Hey guys, good morning everybody. Today is Friday, April 19th. It is 6:20 right now. Market's gonna open in about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this room real quick and we'll get started shortly with our analysis for today. It's got a couple of things here to update and we should be good to go. So, one last thing here. And it looks like we are good to go. So let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. So, all right, link sent out. All right, perfect. So as people join in, I'm gonna go ahead and start marking up.
Connection lost.
Yeah. All right, give me 1 second, guys.
Connection.
All right, I gotta relock. I gotta set up my indicator again. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's a connection lost. I don't want to risk getting caught in a trade again. All right, guys, give me 1 second while I reconnect my Ninja traders. Or the last time that happened, like pretty much got a couple of my positions stuck. So that's good. All right, guys. So if you guys are just joining the room, my you guys probably heard it. If you guys are just joining the room, my Ninja Trader just got disconnected. So if yours, I probably recommend if you guys haven't already, just disconnect off your Ninja Trader and reconnect. Because the last time that happened, we got well, I got stuck in some positions and I wasn't able to close out. So just to be safe, I just reset my Ninja Trader just in case. All right, looks good. All right, guys, morning, everybody. Today is Friday, April 19th. It is 6:23 right now. Market's going to open in about 7 minutes. I'm going to start marking up liquidity over here. So let's see, we got liquidity right there, 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 there. There. Up to the 8 hour. There. Going down to the 2 hour. Going down to the 1 hour. 30-minute. 15-minute. 10-minute. And it looks like we are good to go. All right, guys, morning, everybody. Looks like the majority of you guys are here so far. Today is Friday, April 19th. Happy Friday, everyone. 6:25 right now. Market's going to open in about 5 minutes. I marked up liquidity over here. Closest level of liquidity is above at 38,043 right here. And we have the lower level over here at 37,918. ATR is currently at 14 right now, so it's pretty normal. It's not too low, not too high. It's where it should be. Going over to our clean chart, I'm going to mark up 6:30. I'm going to mark up 8 o'clock. I'm going to go on the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to turn on the high lows. Mark up some structure over here. And I get this question a lot. A lot of people ask, how do I know which structure to mark up? I typically mark at the higher highs and the lower lows that are untested. So we got a bunch of higher highs over here that have not been tested, and then we have a lower low down here as well. So those are the 4-hour structures there. Then I go down to the 1-hour. You can see a lot of these line up. So we're just going to go with the 4-hour zones. So let's go back to the 1 minute. Zoom out. So the 4-hour structure is right here. 4-hour resistance level. It's pretty far off, but I mean, price could get to that point maybe. And then we have the 4-hour support, which is way down here. All right, so we got levels marked up right there. We got the clean chart ready to go. We got liquidity right there. Let's go over to our main chart. Let me see if there was news today. I think today's pretty clear with regard to news, aside from the Israel missiles that went out to Iran yesterday. That's the only thing that's really going to affect the market, catalyst-wise. We have the Fed speaking at 7:30. So, yeah, not really too much going on today. So hopefully the market moves smooth. We can get a couple entries in and then call it a day. Just a heads up, guys. I'm going to be cutting out. Well, I'll be cutting out around the same time, like around 7:30-ish. I'm not going to be able to answer very many questions at the end. I got to go to Disneyland today. My cousin's going to propose to his girlfriend. So I got to be there in time for the engagement, which is 8 o'clock. So I got to get out of here really quick at 7:30 and then head straight to Disneyland. So I got to cut out like right at 7:30 because I live like 30 minutes from Disneyland. So I'm gonna try to get there just in time. Yeah, Kip said, hope she's not on YouTube. I know, right? I don't think so. Or maybe not. Let's see. No, he's not on here. I know he's on here sometimes, my cousin, but she's not. I'm like on speaker and like they're like listening to me right now. That'd be funny, huh? But yeah, same schedule. We'll get off around 7:30. Typically, I'll try to stay on around until like 7:40, but today is Friday. And then we also have, I think the Israel-Iran conflict is going to be like one of the biggest impacts moving forward for the next couple of weeks, maybe next couple of months. Everyone kind of forgot about what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. That war's still going on, but it's not really talked about as much. It's really, the Middle East stuff that's kind of the talk of the town right now. So we'll see. Nice. So Rashida actually caught the liquidity over here. So nice for Rashida catching that buy push pre-market. Push straight up. Looks like she went straight to her full TP right there. So great work, Rashida, catching that there. All right. Other than that, we got market opening up in a few moments, about 30 seconds here. You guys can see the volatility starting to pick up. Yeah, the volatility is picking up pretty heavy right here. It's currently 20 ATR, went from 12 ATR to 21. And we got market open in about 10 seconds. Sadie got the liquidity push too. Nice work, Sadie. All right, guys, market is opening up shortly. We got market open right about here. Let's go right here, mark this up. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, market is now open. So let's see what we can find here. There's no entries available here right now. There's currently a double top, or not a double top, a double body on top right here for the possible BB3 entry if it does come up. PRB here is setting up for a buy. It's not set up yet, but looking for that rejection. So we have a BB3 that's setting up right here. If you get a sell signal, I don't know if we'll get it. I'm surprised we can get a sell signal with this huge red candle right here. But it looks like price is attempting to create a range. We have the high point right there. In a few moments, once it establishes, I'll mark up structure on the clean chart, but right now we just don't have anything. So gotta hold off on this for right now. Nice. Yeah, no, definitely. Nick said it's a battle of bulls and bears right now. Dom looks like it's fighting itself. Yeah, it's pretty much going back and forth right here between, this huge green candle, huge red candle, another huge green candle right here. So we'll see. We'll let the market kind of stabilize a bit before we start looking for entries. So looking over here at the PRB, we currently have a rejection off the pivot. So it's setting up for an entry here for a buy. It's not set up yet. We're looking for the next candle, which is going to be a consolidation space candle. So basically a candle that's not touching any structure. And then we'll continue to see where this goes. We currently have the bullish momentum here. So obviously, and the bullish trend here. So it's going to be for a buy, of course. But we'll see what happens here shortly. These might go against each other. So you might have if this continues to drop and we get a sell signal, this could be pushing down for a sell for the BB3, and this could be pushing up for a buy for the PRB. Otherwise, there's no other scalps here available, at least not yet. We'd have to wait for some sort of retracement. And also, guys, big congrats to everybody who passed through evals this week. We had a lot of people actually that passed evals. That was funny. I think Song sent me this video. He's like, should get people to wait for me to pass at the same time. But it's funny. A lot of people here did pass. So big congrats to people here. We have Maddie who just passed 250K accounts. We got Gian who passed 150K accounts. I think 3 actually. We had Jonathan here pass 150K account. We had Melvin pass 150K account. And that's pretty much it for this week so far. And Gian, another account right here as well. So you guys did pretty good for this week. I mean, this week's actually been really good for the most part. I'm sure a lot of you guys are glad that we're back to our normal scalps because it's been pretty beneficial for a lot of you guys to kind of just maintain and keep your drawdown at a bare minimum. I think that's the best part about taking these regular scalps that we normally take is that you never really go deep into drawdown, right? You'll tend to like if you ever do go into drawdown, you'll basically recoup it with every win that we take. And this week's been pretty good. So we're currently, the stats are pretty good so far for this week. We'll look at it later, but yeah, I just want to give a big congrats to a lot of guys here who got past this week. I know a lot of you guys are struggling trying to get your accounts back. And some of you guys did get it back so far. So, all right, we got price pushing up higher. There's no PRB entry here just yet, almost. So we have the rejection here. We have the space candles over here. Now, if price retraces back down, bounces off the pivots, this will probably provide opportunity for the PRB entry. There's no longer a high there for the BB3, so there's no BB3 entry that's setting up just yet. Back waiting for that double body, double wick somewhere. So first setup here might be for the PRB. Nice. So Kenneth over here took the liquidity over here on the second touch. He didn't take the first one, of course, because it's just such a huge candle. And he took the second one over here and took that for a quick 10 points. Nice work, Kenneth. So both liquidities here are pretty much done with up top. That went straight to its full TP. And now we're just waiting for this retracement. All right, so this looks like this could be the PRB entry, guys. If this candle closes green, this will be a PRB entry for anybody who's looking to take it. I'm personally not going to take it. I think this will probably play through. The only thing that I would be worried about is the red flag here, of course, right? As you guys can see, prices touching the opening price, which is considered a red flag for me. So that makes it a bit risky because this is an area of manipulation. So looks like this here is going to be the PRB entry right there. So PRB entry is currently running right now. I'm not in this position. I'm just marking it up for you guys for those of you who want it. Well, actually, sorry, take that back. There's no PRB right there, guys. The candle didn't close green like we said. We were hoping for the candle to close green and close red. So the pivot is not touching the wick is not touching the pivot. So there is actually no PRB here just yet. So if you guys are in the position, make sure to close out because it's not an actual position. You can close out in profit right now. It should be in profit at the moment. And just wait for the actual entry to come up here. Nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, Roosevelt, my bad. That was my bad. I thought it was going to close green, and at the last second, it spiked right back up. It's a tricky market today. The ATR is pretty high. There's not really much of a catalyst today aside from what's going on in the Middle East. That's the only catalyst for today because there's no news until like about 7:30. So this right here is the actual PRB, guys. This is the actual PRB. It's pushing up in profit. You can see this red candle over here rejected directly off the pivot, and it's pushing right back up to its full TP right there. Full TP for the PRB. So if you guys caught the PRB, this was the actual entry. You can see we had the first rejection right here. We had the space consolidation candles right here. Price came back down for the retracement, rejected directly off the pivot, and it shot right back up full TP for PRB. No drawdown, like literally no drawdown. It went straight to TP. So nice work, guys. If you guys caught that there, if you guys know the strategy, obviously you guys are looking for it. Otherwise, that's about it for right now. This would be a high-low scalp if it breaks and closes past this higher high. However, this is right at opening price again. So this is an area of manipulation, like we said. So it's not an entry that I would personally take myself, which obviously I'm not going to take. I'll tell you guys if I'm going to take something. All right, so if this candle right here closes, this is going to be an entry for the momentum divergence entry that we've been discussing. I'm kind of tempted to take it, but the problem is that this candle here is so huge that I'm not sure if it's one that I would personally want to take because it might be due for some retracement. But you can see over here that the momentum divergence below is starting to shift to a green side. So if this candle closes green, this is probably going to be a momentum divergence entry. It's not looking like it's going to. It's kind of tricky right now. Price is kind of going back and forth. There's about 10 seconds left on the candle. I won't be taking it, but it doesn't even look like it's going to close. Yeah, it's not going to close. So it didn't close green, but this still set up as a momentum divergence entry right there. So this would technically be the entry if anybody's looking to take it. I'm not taking it though, because it just didn't close. If it closed green, I would have been more tempted or more inclined to take it, but it didn't close green. So I wasn't sure if this was actually going to even confirm, but it looks like it did confirm here and it did push the TP. It's all good. You know, I'd rather be safe than sorry, especially on a day like this. I'm going to be taking trades on TradingView, Nick. Well, I'm going to try to. I mean, I tried to yesterday, nothing came up. Try to today again. Let me go back real quick. I just want to see if this here for sure closed. Yeah, so that was a momentum divergence entry right there, guys. It's too late. You can't enter off this candle here. I mean, technically you can, but I wouldn't enter on this because this was the entry back here. So there's no other entries that have come up yet. We had two liquidities right here that hit full TP. The first level below and this level right here. We had the PRB also hit full TP. But there's nothing else right now that's available. There's no BB3s coming up yet. Nice. Natasha caught the momentum divergence, and she got her full TP. Akil is asking, isn't it one divergence per momentum signal? Actually, no, you can take it multiple times. So you can see sometimes. So the reason why I put this strategy together is because there's going to be days like this where you have a bullish momentum, and you can see how much it swings, right? It swings up, swings down, swings up, swings down, and then every time it swings up, you can just hop in. Like for example, well, I mean, you wouldn't take this because it's pre-market, but like say for example, right here, the price swung up on open, you could take it for a buy, swung back below, swung back up right here. There would be another entry. And then again, right here, if the momentum continues to hold, price can retrace back down and then push back up. So you can take multiples per momentum. I haven't really set that criteria yet, but at this specific moment, as long as you're trading when the volatility is high enough, I think it's okay to take multiple per momentum. But if the volatility is low, then of course, you probably don't want to take as many because you don't want to trade this during like a super sideways market or a consolidating market. Yeah, Nick said the red candle for divergence is a red flag for him personally. Yeah, and I agree with you too, Nick. Because you want it to actually confirm because it's really hard to tell if this is actually going to close the way you wanted it to, especially if it's a red candle and you're looking for that divergence to shift to the upside. So looking at divergence over here, it's not really, I mean, it's still kind of flat. It hasn't really retraced back yet. So there's nothing to really take there. But we will continue. The ATR is getting really high right now. As you guys can see, the ATR is currently at 32 points. That's really high for a day with no news. There's no catalyst today. So it's kind of interesting to see it push up that high. Let's see. Master of Essence is asking. So people pass their evals through these live sessions. They also know the strategy. So there's certain people who have the strategies and they apply the strategies on their own. And there's some people who just follow what we do here in the live session. And they just copy what we're doing here, like basically the entries that we discuss and we analyze and that I pretty much set up for you guys. Like for example, the PRB here, I used to take this strategy. I don't take it as much because it eats up too much of my margin. So I don't personally take it, but a lot of other people in the group do take it. So it's just up to preference. Some people like certain strategies, so they follow along on these live sessions and they kind of just they pick and choose which entries they want to take. So it is through course and it's also through actual live trading. But looking from the list over here, so Maddie has the indicators. He actually knows the strategies. He learned from the course. Gian as well. Jonathan as well. Basically, everybody here that just passed this week, they know the strategies and they learn from the course because they're pretty much applying their own entries on top of what I'm already taking as well. All right, let's see. See, Tom said for the divergence indicator for a buy, I feel like it's safe when the indicator is near oversold zone or sell around from 780. So the thing with your indicator, Tom, is that you're using something different. This isn't a stochastic. You're using a stochastic. That's why it doesn't have an oversold overbought because there's no such thing as oversold overbought with divergence. You're using something else. So that's why your backtest might be a little different because you're not using the actual divergence indicator. It might look the same, but it's not the same because I didn't set that in the parameters, right? And my settings are also different. So yeah, for you, Tom, maybe that's the case, but for us, we don't really have that. So it's nothing for us to look at. I also don't believe that there's really an oversold or overbought with regard to momentum, because if momentum is pushing, it's going to keep pushing, right? Because I'm pretty sure right now, this might look like it's overbought to you, but look how far price is still pushing, right? Like I'm pretty sure this would have looked like it was overbought to you, but you can see how it continues to push up higher. So, just a heads up, like try not to get the indicators confused because I know some of you guys are trying to like do it on your own, which is completely fine. You can do it on your own, but it's not the same thing. So just a heads up. And you can keep doing that for yourself, Tom. If you think that's what works for you, then keep doing it. But I'm going to keep doing what we're doing here. And I don't really pay attention to those factors because this technically would be overbought, right? Like look how far price has pushed up since last night. Like all these levels could have been overbought for you. Like price pusher from here, this could have been overbought, this could have been overbought, this could have been overbought, this could, and it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. So I don't believe in that overbought, oversold stuff. That's why I don't use RSIs or stochastics or any of those basic indicators that majority of people use, because that's kind of what sets you up for a trap. You know, if you're looking at what everybody else is looking at, the odds are you're going to get trapped just like they are. So yeah, I look at things differently. You guys know that. You know, I've always looked at things differently. Like how I trade opposite retail and how we do. And it's just a different style of trading. All right, so let's see. We don't have a sell signal here yet, but we're kind of, that's basically for the most part, that's what I'm waiting for here, guys. I'm looking for that sell signal because that sell signal over here is going to push price down and then look at the retracement and a continuation back up. But you can see over here that, you know, going back to what I was just saying with Tom, this is definitely overbought. And it's definitely overextended, but it doesn't really mean anything because price can just keep climbing as far as it wants. The crazy thing about this is that there's no catalyst, right? There's nothing that's really pushing price up. Let's check CNBC real quick. I mean, there's not really anything that's, it's just a late reaction to like what happened last night. So little update over here. It says Dow rises as traders shake off overnight Israel attack on Iran, live updates, etc. It's just a correction back up right here. I mean, it's still correcting from last night, and it's not really stopping. So let's see if there's another level of liquidity above. Let's see if there's anything over here. The next level of liquidity is pretty far up. It's at 38,317. So it's pretty far up there. All right, so we have nothing else right now. I mean, we're just kind of waiting for that retracement. I was hoping we'd get one soon, but not really looking like it. We don't even have a divergence for retracement yet either. Or I guess technically we do. Technically, it has diverged down a little bit, not very strong, but diverged down slightly. Yeah, so you guys can see over here from the divergence, it's starting to shift down a little bit. Yeah, CJ said the NPS hit twice, but it's overextended for sure. I agree with you 100%. So it looks like there could have been NPS entry. Let's see. Looks like an NPS could have actually happened like way down here. This was like pre-market. So price pushed up. Looks like the retracement happened here at the 18 mark. Entry would have happened here. No, it wouldn't. So push down from here. Again, this is pre-market. So if you're looking after market or when the market opened, yeah, it would have happened right here at the 30 mark. And then again, it could have happened right here at the 80 mark. Again, it could have happened right here, entry at the 10 mark. Could have happened again right here at the 30 mark, 40 mark. There's a lot of MPS that could have came in right here. But the actual entry would have been pretty much invalidated due to the pre-market movement over here. So it looks like it would have actually came up at 619 pre-market. All right, so we got price coming down right here. The next entry that could possibly come up would be a CV entry. We have a pending sell signal here. Perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for. So we want this to close. We want the sell signal to close to confirm the retracement. If it doesn't close, then price can possibly continue retracing. I'm hoping we don't get the same setup as yesterday, where the pending signal was just pretty much pending for like 20 or 30 minutes. I want it to actually close. Like I want it to close and I want it to push down. Like it can push down to opening price if it wants to. I don't really care too much about that, or even close to it, because the pivots are down here. So the farther the retracement, the better. So when it corrects back up, it'll be beneficial for all of us. All right, retail sentiment is currently up to 62%. So this indicates that 62% of retail traders are currently selling right now. Typically want to do the opposite and buy. Looking over here at the fundamentals are currently up 128 points. So that's obviously bullish as well. So we have a bullish bias for today so far. The trend here is also bullish, as you guys can tell. Bullish, bullish, bullish with regard to the 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute. The 30 minute shifting to bullish, 1 hour shifting to bullish, and the 4 hour is still bearish right now. So let's see what we got here. We got price coming down a little bit. This is fine. The deeper the retracement, the better. Yeah, exactly. Maddie said he wants it to drop in lower than sellers. So this could be a possible CV entry right here, guys. If this candle doesn't close super big. So this could be a CV entry right here. Be looking to take it. The candle has to close smaller, like obviously smaller though. So it's right here. We got 30 seconds left. This candle is going to look too big. Let's see here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Order.
So the entry is actually right here. I'm about to close out of this. Okay, so it's a little lag. There's a little lag, so it's all good. Got 300 on that. It kind of lagged me a little bit on that one. You guys saw my entry. It got me at like decent price, but not exactly where it should have been.
Order filled.
So I don't know if I like, I mean, it's okay. I don't know if I like trading view as much for entry. We'll see. Yeah, I'll try it again. Yeah. Nick said, trading views, but told you, mate. At least for Sky. It's kind of slow. You guys saw that entry? I entered and it got me up a little bit higher. I was like, what? So I might just use NinjaTrader for my scalping. I mean, it's okay, but you guys saw it was like up there, and it's harder to close on here because I can't really pay attention to where it's at. Yeah, so I'm gonna trade directly on NinjaTrader. I mean, it was a good shot. I tried it. So I tried it and I just realized that I didn't like it as much. So I think the problem with it, Frederick, is latency issues because the thing is you're trading through a third party versus like the actual platform. So like I think NinjaTrader is always going to be faster because you're trading directly on NinjaTrader. When you execute a trade on TradingView, you have to execute and then it has to tell NinjaTrader like, hey, Sean's taking this trade, right? So there's like a little gap in between. So I'm gonna just trade directly on TradingView. It was nice though, it was a nice entry, but I'm gonna keep trading directly on NinjaTrader. So I gave it a shot. It was okay, I liked it, but it wasn't as clean as I would have wanted it to be. So it's all good. It's all good. What was this entry? This was a CV entry. Consolidating. You have a possible pivot scalp coming right here too. I think this candle might be a little too big though. Yeah, I'm not going to take this one, guys. The candle is just way too big. So we have a pivot scalp setting up right here. The divergence looks good, but the only problem is that this candle is way too big. It's going to fall under my red flags for entry. So if you guys want to take it, feel free to take it. I'll mark it up for you guys here, but I'm going to sit out of this one personally. Candle's just a little too big for me. I'll look for the BB3 to come up after. Yeah, this candle is too big for me. I'd be worried about the retracement. Yeah, there goes the retracement I was talking about. I mean, it's probably going to push up, but worry about that little retracement right there. All right. So this could be a breakout B3 continuation right here if this candle closes green. It's got to be a for sure green candle though. It's kind of tricky. It's gonna like hold off a little bit. Yeah, so unless it's like for sure green, I'll take this as a BB3 continuation. If not, then I'm gonna hold off on it. I gotta know for sure. Because the last thing I want to do is take a blocky candle that just kind of closes red at the last second. So we got this candle closing in. Yeah, it's a little too close. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, entry. Entry's right there. And it happened again. I don't know what's up with this.
Submitted.
I don't know if it's a spread or like what, but my TP should have been like right there. The candle just kind of closed at the last second. It was kind of slow. I gotta watch it again. This thing's supposed to be down here too. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the execution. The execution's been kind of lag. Well, I don't know if it's laggy or the spread or like what, but it hasn't been like where it should have been, at the time of entry. I don't know. It's a weird market today. A lot of the stuff that happened from yesterday is kind of just lingering into today, it seems like. It's like the volatility is kind of slow right now too. You know what? I think it's because, well, I mean, I don't know. There could be a lot of reasons why I don't know if it's because it's connected to my
Order filled.
amount.
Order canceled.
Fuck flannel. All right, amount.
Order filled.
Oh my God, this thing is so loud. You guys hear that on my Ninja Trader? It's like order filled, order canceled, order filled, order canceled. There's a latency issue right now for sure. I don't know what's up with the market, but there's obviously a latency issue. I'm gonna log out of this. I don't know if this is what's screwing it up. You guys might want to be careful with your entries today, guys, because you guys could see and hear that. I'm not like I'm not hearing shit. The market's kind of weird today. It's just laggy. It's weird because like so I missed out on a couple of points. Like I should have got in like entry point. It got me in like way up here. Um, so I think I might wrap it up for the. Well, I'm not gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap up my trading. I'm closing my Ninja Trader, but yeah, I'm not gonna risk it because you guys can hear my trader my Ninja Trader. It's making like weird noises. Like it hit TP, but then it said order canceled. I ain't canceling orders here. It And then also this morning, if you guys got into the if you guys got into the room late, so at the beginning of this live session, my Ninja Trader actually disconnected. It said like connection lost. And the last time that happened, we got trapped in position. So if you guys remember, it happened like I think last month. It disconnected, and then Replicano had to send out an update because you guys remember how like nobody could get out. The Replicano was frozen, and it was like impossible to get out. Same thing happened today. So what I did was I turned off my entire Ninja Trader, and then I logged back in to make sure that it wouldn't happen. So it's a little tricky. Little tricky. Yeah, and Joshua said he had to flatten his accounts on his other accounts. Yeah, I think today's a day that we should probably be very, very careful with your entries because the last thing you want to do is take a stupid like not even a trade that's your fault, right? You don't want to make a mistake where it's like not even your fault, and then you end up like taking a loss for whatever reason. That's gonna be the worst feeling because you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Or you're gonna be pretty pissed about it. Um, okay, so let me do this real quick. Take me a screenshot. Yeah, so if you guys hear my phone, it's like ringing. It's barely getting the updates to cancel close my trade. I got like 99 notifications from from Trade right now. My phone's like blowing up right now. Yeah, I'm for sure gonna sit out the rest of the day because I'm not gonna risk it. Like, there's no need to risk it, especially on the day that we already know the market's kind of being wacky. You guys can hear my phone. It's literally blowing up right now. It's like telling me that my TP got hit, but it's been like my TP got hit like 5 minutes ago. All right, so I'll keep looking for entries here if anybody's looking to enter, but for the most part, I'm gonna sit tight and just chill out. I mean, I had a pretty great week, guys. It's an amazing week. No losses this week. Yeah, that's crazy. Look at my profits. Added up pretty nicely. All right. So we will see if there's anything else that's here to take. There's nothing that I can see here from my perspective personally. There's a double body rejection up here, so this could be a possible setup. My phone is still ringing. Did you guys hear that? Let's see. Well, you can see Kodi right there. But like literally you guys can see those updates right there? It's my trade debate. It's saying that it's still like closing out my orders. Damn, my fucking battery's gonna die. How do I stop these notifications? They sent me like they sent me like 500 notifications right now, or it's still sending. Oh, I guess it makes sense. Well, because I have 20 accounts. So let's see, I ordered so 20 accounts times three, but still that's 60 notifications. I'm getting like 100. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna try and mute my phone. The notifications are not stopping. They keep coming in. It's like pretty much all my pending orders are canceling right now, but they've already canceled. All right, let's see. So we got nothing else over here, guys. We'll keep looking for entries if anybody's looking for anything. Sit around for like maybe another couple 15 minutes or so. You guys can see the volatility starting to die down. Market volatility here is starting to get slow. Let's go over here to the clean chart. Let's look at the structure real quick. So price actually made it to the 4-hour resistance. If you guys remembered earlier this morning, we marked up this 4-hour resistance and we didn't really expect price to get up to it, but it actually did. Climbed up to that 4-hour resistance. Now it's bouncing off it. Let me see if there's any structure here. There's no lower structure yet. So until there's lower structure, there's not really going to be a range that's been established. So there's a higher low right here, but there's no lower low yet. So if this pushes down a little further and then establishes a lower low from this point, then we can mark up structure down here and we can identify the range. There's no range that's confirmed yet. It's just kind of sitting around the 4-hour resistance. So we'll see where we're at. Frederick said, Sean, maybe due to the copier. Yeah. I think well, it is kind of due to the copier, but it's also due because I'm taking 20 accounts. So it has a bunch of notifications. Like my phone is still blowing up right now. It's just confirming my exits. But here, let's just go over my profits for the day so far. So let me just scroll up real quick, see if there's any questions here that I've missed. Yeah, so everyone over here said that everybody is lagging it up. So yeah, Kip said be careful when that happens. Check your positions tab. Sometimes the copier gets confused and there's lag. And it puts the other accounts in positions. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to turn off my Ninja Trader so I don't have any accidents. There we go. All right, so I'm turning off my laptop right now, making sure that I don't make any dumb mistakes or any accidents. Laptop is closed, Ninja Trader positions are closed out. All right, so that's good right there. Let's see. Yeah, Josh said something is up. It wasn't this bad earlier this week, and he missed out on profit. Done for the day. Yeah, it's all good, Josh. I'm done for the day too. Um, let's see. John said on the earlier trade, he closed out for 4 points and profit on 5 contracts, but only made 30 bucks. Don't understand what's happening. Um, I think it's the execution times, John, because that's the same thing that happened with me. So for my profits over here, I was supposed to have 2,000. I only made 1,000 for the day. Because the same thing happened with me. So I got in late with the execution time, and then I got in at like, 2 points where I was supposed to get profit. And then you also have to cover the spread. So you cover the spread and you cover the delayed entry. So I got like half the profit. I got like 400. I was supposed to make 1,000, I made 400. And then on the second trade, same thing happened again, except I got out at a higher point. So I got out at like 600 when I was supposed to make 1,000 on that too. So today I was supposed to make 2,000 total because I took 2 trades here for a full TP. But because I had to exit out manually, it only gave me partial. So like basically half profit. So you're not the only one, John. I think we're all having issues today with the execution. I think it's because of the high volatility. You guys can see the ATR is, well, it's not super high anymore, but it was a lot higher earlier. Over here was at like 35, right? So the volatility was high. The execution times were kind of like, I don't know, the stuff that happens like this when there's like some sort of black swan event happening, right? So like I think the issue with the Israel and Iran conflict is that it's sort of a black swan event. Like you can't really plan for something like that to happen. You knew like we knew that Israel was going to attack Iran in retaliation, but we didn't know when it was going to happen. So it happened overnight. The markets are all kind of screwed up today. Like it doesn't make sense for it to be so bullish right now, right? Like it dropped a little bit right here when Israel attacked Iran, but it shouldn't be this high up. It's so high up right now where like this is all manipulation for the most part. So I think the market's being manipulated right now, of course. It's not a true black swan event, but it is sort of a black swan event because it's not something that you can really plan for. Also, I don't know if you guys saw the news as well, like Robinhood turned off like their overnight trading because they thought things were going to crash. It's just like weird stuff happening behind the scenes that we have we kind of have no control over. Let's see. Yeah, Nick said he's done for the week. He's gonna hang on the live and his accounts are closed. Yeah, same for me too. Kevin said that's what he likes about Quant Tower. You always have to have R Trader Pro open, so it's a good backup. Kenneth said, yeah, he's done for the trading, happy with his profits that he's got. Maddie's done trading for the day. Natasha's done. JJ said he thought he was on his 50K challenge, but was on a 50K PA. Made 3K. Looks like no payout for nice work, JJ. Yeah, John's a damn tough day or a good day, but unlucky. Yeah, I know. It would have been nice because I'm trying to get these accounts passed as soon as possible. So yeah, it would have been nice. I can see that the execution times were kind of weird because I'm looking over here at my accounts right now. My drawdown is different from my main account versus my other ones. So my other accounts they're actually at max trailing drawdown, but the other one, my main one isn't, which should be max and the other one shouldn't be. I don't know, it's kind of weird. All right, so there's no other entries here right now, guys. I mean, there was a high-low scalp that came up right here, but obviously I wouldn't want to take it because of the obvious reasons that's happening right now. So we had a high-low scalp that happened right here. The divergence was shifting as well, so that was probably a pretty good confluence for anybody who wanted to take that. But I think a lot of you guys here are kind of over it today, especially with the execution times. The last thing I want to do is get into a position. So this is what happened with me earlier. If you guys remember my entry, so my entry was supposed to happen at like say right here, and then I didn't get in until like up here. So you guys can see how that could be a problem, right? Because my entry is supposed to happen down here, but it got me in like way up here. So that's an issue because now the risk reward is like totally screwed up at this point. Because then I got to go higher to hit my TP, my original TP, and then I get a lesser drawdown if price does pull back. So just be careful if you guys are deciding to trade right now. I don't think it's a good time to trade, especially because there's a lot of uncertainty with regard to, I'd say like just platform wise. All right, Caleb, we'll see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend. So other than that, guys, we have two. So we're on a pretty good win streak for this week so far. So if you guys look at our win streak, we've been on a win streak since April 10th. So from Wednesday, April 10th up until today, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 back-to-back wins. We got 2 more wins for today, right here. I didn't take any trades yesterday, so there's nothing from yesterday, but yep, we are pretty much on fire right now. Win streak is continuing higher and higher and higher. So here are my profits for the day so far. I made about 1,000 per account. Kind of my main account over here. I don't know what happened with my main account. Main account gave me a lot less, but everything else is pretty decent. So about 1,000 per account here. And then these are my profits for the I'm up like about 80,000 for the week. I'll do the math later, but let's look at everybody's team profits for the day. So we've got Alicia over here. She made a total profit of about 1,800 per account. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 accounts. So we're going to say well over 8,000 for the day. Nice work, Alicia. We have Kip here, total profit of 2,175 for the day. All wins there as well. Nice work, Kip. We have Andreas with a total profit of 1,940 for the day. All wins here. Nice work, Andreas. We got Jonathan here, total profit of 800 for the day. He has 4 accounts here, so well over 3,000. Nice work, Jonathan. We got Madhu here, total profit of 200 for the day. Nice win, Madhu. We have Natasha, total profit of 543 for the day. All wins here. We've got Kenneth, total profit of 1,860 for the day, and a total profit of 11,111 for the week so far. Nice work, Kenneth, on just 2 accounts. Nice. We got Maddie over here, total profit of a little over 2,000 for the day, looks like. Nice work, Maddie. All wins on his PA accounts. We got Madhu, more profits, 270. Nice work, Madhu. We got John here, total profit of 255 per account, or 200, about 300 per account. So 300 times 20, we'll say about like, my math sucks. We'll say like 5,000 for the day. Nice work, John. And I think that's it for right now. So great work, guys, with everybody over here. So solid profits right there. We got a couple other, so our trades for today, we had one at 652. And the second trade came up at 656. They're for both buys, both wins, of course. 10. The first entry was the CV entry, and the other one's breakout V3. So CV, EV3. See. All right, guys. So we're doing pretty good. We're on a win streak now for some pretty good wins. This whole week we had all wins for this week. So pretty solid right here. There we go. So let's go back to the charts real quick. There's nothing else here right now. There's a CV entry that's setting up. So if anybody's looking to take the CV entry, if this candle closes green, this is going to be a CV entry for a buy. You might want to be a little careful, like I said, but if you guys want to take it, I'll just mark it up for you guys here. Got to make sure this candle does close green, though. If it doesn't close green, there's no entry there. Candle was a little big, but there goes the entry right there. It's pushing up. I don't think we got a BB3 today. So we didn't get a BB3 entry today. There's there was a sell signal here, but it wasn't followed up by a red candle. All right. So I'm glad we're not in this position. Like I said, the market's tricky right now because it keeps bouncing back and forth. Um, I'm glad we decided to just stop trading because we would have ended up in this messy position right here. I mean, I probably wouldn't have taken it because of the divergence. You know, we like to use that divergence as a confluence, and there was no bullish divergence there to begin with, and it wasn't shifting to a bullish divergence either. This right here could be another CB entry, but like I said, I'm not looking to take anything here. We got Josh over here as well. So Josh locked in 3,000 for the day and 9,000 for the week. Nice work, Josh. All wins. So solid profits right there. So we'll say Josh profits. How much did you say it was? 3K for the day, 9K for the week. 3K day, 9K week. All right, guys, solid. Great profits there. All right, so since we don't have anything here to take right now, there's a possible CB entry that's setting up again right here. Again, I don't think anybody's looking to take it, but I guess I could just mark it up for you guys if there's anybody here who's looking to take it. So let's mark it up. I'm not in it. I'm not planning on taking it. There's just a markup. So what I'll do here is I'll add up my profits for the day so far. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I got 18 times 1,100, 1,200, 780, 285. So 22,065 for the day. And for the week so far, let's see. I'll add, you have the most of. So I'll add up, I'll just do it one by one. 3966, 4066, 4066, 3966, 4066, 4166, 4066, 3866, 4066, 4166, 3966, 966. Five, 4, 6, 950. All right, yeah, so I was about right with the calculations there. So for the week so far, let me just edit this. So plus 22,065 for the day. And then plus 80,350 for the week. Not bad. So pretty great week. And I'm glad we didn't take any trades here. So you guys can see how the market's moving. I'm glad we're kind of done trading for the day because you can see how the market is kind of tricky right now. Also, the divergence hasn't really shifted. So, I mean, it wasn't something that I planned on taking to begin with. You know, I think the divergence entries are probably going to be better than the CV entries, to be honest. I don't even know if I'll be looking to take the CV entries because the market is directional right now. As you guys know, the CV entry is good during a consolidating market. That's why we kind of put it together. The market hasn't been consolidating lately. It's been kind of moving directional. It's been in a big range, but not really in a consolidation, right? There's a big range right here, but it's not really consolidating small. It's actually moving pretty heavy. So with the market moving heavy like this, you know, the strategies that will work best will be obviously the main ones that we apply. MPS, you guys saw there was like 3 or 4 MPSs that came up. Breakout B3 continuation, and then also momentum divergence. So I think those are probably like the main ones that that, work the best. So we'll bounce back between them, but obviously if the market goes back into consolidation, we'll go back to the CV entries. But right now, not so much because the market is moving somewhat directional. So yeah, if there's any questions, guys, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, looks like I'll be wrapping this up pretty soon. If you guys have more profits to post up, feel free to send them in. Gian over here just posted his profits. He locked in 454. He has about, I think, 4 or 5 funded accounts. So this times 5, he made about like a little over 2,000 for the day. Nice work, Gian. Gion's killing. If you guys see Gian, every day he's getting like a new funded account. He's now done doing evals, so he's just going to keep trading his funded accounts, get some payouts. Once he gets those payouts, he's going to do some more evals. So he's doing it the smart route. I know like some people kind of got excited and got accounts right away, then things didn't pan out as they wanted it to. But it's all good, you learn from it. But yeah, Gian here has like I think 5 or 6 funded accounts, and now he's gonna just stack up profits on there and then use those profits to buy more evals along the line. So nice work, Gian. But all right, I think that might be it for the day, guys. So if there's any other questions, guys, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta head to Disneyland right now. Looks like it's gonna rain. I was hoping the weather would be nice. My cousin is going to propose to his girlfriend today at Disneyland, so I gotta be there by 8 o'clock. It's 7:21 right now, so I really gotta head out. So, all right, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a great weekend, be safe, and I will see you guys back here on Monday. If you guys do message me or email me, I'll probably get back to you probably later tonight when I get back home. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'll